When we're in new relationships, we can start sabotaging them based on the emotional turmoil we've faced in the past. People assume that our partners will treat us the same way the individual before them did, and we fail to trust them entirely because of it. Many people may have reason to prejudge a situation and approach their mate due to past incidents, but is it fair to do so? In this episode of The True Love Knots with Maria Romano, she shares the significance of not having preconceived notions about someone you're dating.
Hey everybody, Maria Romano here from True Love Knots. How are you doing today? Well, I have an interesting topic for those of you that are single out there and dating. Are you out there in the dating world and maybe you have your profile set up online, right? Or maybe you are being set up with somebody and you get to meet that individual. The topic today is don't assume. That's right. We know what assume means. We assume. And the reason that I brought this up, I was listening to a podcast and I had something happen to me personally. And I said, I really need to bring this information to listeners, especially those of you out there that are dating again, just like me, in your 50s, 60s, and 70s and beyond, right? And you're back in the dating world. And it's different. It's definitely a little different than it was many years ago. And especially if you were in a long-term relationship and now to be thrust into the dating world. So first of all, for any of you new listeners out there, or you're thinking of possibly you're entertaining the idea of putting yourself online, I do have a free profile starter kit. So if you opt into my emails, go to True Love Knots, you'll be able to sign up for that. You get some dating information, and you'll also get a free profile starter kit to help you with your online profile, because your online profile is your resume. And I tell this to everybody. So that's True Love Knots. It's TrueLoveKnots.com. All right. So the topic of conversation is don't always assume. So I was listening to a podcast where somebody was telling me she was getting ready for a first date that they were telling each other. And she was hoping that the guy didn't wear sneakers. She said sneakers was just going to turn her off. And the interviewer really asked a very interesting question. She said, something happened in your past that you now have this perception that if somebody wears sneakers, that you are automatically going to just turn them away. You're not going to give them a chance. What's the real reason? And that's what happens is sometimes we assume something about somebody and we don't give them a chance. It's just like somebody that told me recently, they went out on a date with someone, and at the first drink, she just wanted to get out of there and get the bill. Well, it so happened something happened and the bartender brought them each another drink. So she wound up staying, and she stayed. And when she stayed, she actually wound up liking the individual. She liked the guy. So that's what happens here. We assume. I just had somebody reach out to me and they said, Maria, I just got a reply back on Match that this guy says, I think you're great. You're a really person, but we're in two different places because you want to travel and I don't. So right away, you are missing an opportunity. Just because somebody might not travel at this point in their life doesn't mean that later on, or it doesn't mean that you can't have a relationship with somebody and you travel when you need to and then you come back. I know a lot of couples that are married that's exactly what happens. And this is what happens when we assume. And what we're doing is we are shortchanging ourselves. That's right. You're shortchanging you, not anybody else, because you're not giving that individual a chance to see if they could be compatible. Somebody that wears sneakers, okay, so what? So maybe when you get to know them, you get them as a gift. A pair of shoes. What's the big deal? Something that you like. Those are things that could be changed. And, certain habits can't be changed. Like for me, you can't be a smoker, period. That's just something that is important to me. And that's one of my values. And I have a lot of clients that feel the same way, as well as eating healthy. Eating healthy is important too. It doesn't mean that you can't indulge. Heck, the holidays are here, right? So when you start your dating process, or if you are in this dating process, and let me tell you, my friends, I too have been guilty of this as well. Don't always assume. Give somebody at least an hour and a half of your time, and the 3-date rule, at least 3 dates. And I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, Maria, I don't know. Yes, you know what? You'd be surprised. You'll be surprised that when you give somebody a second or third opportunity for you to get to know them and they get to know you, you could be on the path to a permanent relationship forever. So please don't assume when you're looking at a profile. Remember, it's a profile. Okay, that's all it is. And that's what's important. And again, if you are looking to put yourself online, download my free profile starter kit, because I want you to succeed. And there's no reason you shouldn't. Another tip, because I'm going to probably be doing a webinar anyway in a couple of weeks. Please, if you put yourself online, make sure you have some decent photos. Too many people I see, and the photos are just awful. So in the meantime, if you're out there dating and you met somebody, fabulous, okay? And if you're getting ready to date, you're just starting the process, please don't automatically assume, okay? Give someone a chance, because you might be passing up on somebody that can be your soulmate. And I don't want that to happen to you. And if you have a story like this, if you want to share with me, reach out to me, maria@trueloveknots.com. I would love to hear your story. If you have any questions, I'm here for you, because my passion and my purpose is to help you succeed, to find that perfect person for you. My friends, we were all put on this earth to be able to have somebody in our life, as we call procreating. But I want to see people find their soulmate. There are too many of you right now out there that are a little jaded, that still are depressed, and you're not too sure if it's the perfect time. Remember, there is no perfect time. Okay, the time is right now. If you are ready to get out there to find love, it is now no better time, just because the holidays are coming up, for you to do so, and do so starting on the right foot. So, and again, don't assume. So in the meantime, have a happy, healthy holiday. We're coming up. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. This podcast will probably be released next week. And be thankful. One of the things is, what's great about the Thanksgiving holiday is it's not about gifts. It's about creating the gift of memory. That's right, having those memories and being thankful. So in the meantime, my friends, continue to stay healthy, happy, and safe. And remember, spread love. Have a great day.